Got the whole world in your hand. Welcome again to Palmistry Unplugged. This is Bharat here. And today we'll start a very interesting subject, a very important subject about finger lengths. And I will go through now what is considered to be the normal length of each finger, because that becomes very important when we're dealing whether a finger is short, whether a finger is long, and it's a lot about the relationship of the fingers to each other, and that does give some very, very important information. And then after this we'll get into each finger, what it means when it's long and it's short, and then when the fingers are bent. So that's also a very important subject that we will get into. Now I'll start first with the Mercury finger. That's this finger. The normal length of that finger, as you can see on the diagram here, is just on the line of the top phalange, on the spirit phalange, just that area there, just that line, that is the normal length. So when the Mercury finger reaches that length, it's considered a normal. When it's below that, it's considered short, and when it's above that, it's considered long. That's the Mercury finger. Now coming now to the Jupiter and the Sun finger. Now the Jupiter and the Sun finger, it's interesting because normally they're supposed to be equal lengths and equal widths, and very often that is not the case, which has very specific meanings, which again we'll discuss at a later date. And actually it's in fact rare that I see the Jupiter and the Sun finger at normal length, but this is what is considered normal length. If again you look at the diagram, and you'll see just slightly below the tip of the Saturn finger, it would be considered the normal length of both the Jupiter and the Sun finger. And in fact, in relation to the Jupiter and the Sun finger, they should be normal. They should be exactly the same size. So you will see that. So then, if fingers, the Jupiter and the Sun finger don't come to that length, it's not because the Jupiter and the Sun finger is short, but it's usually because the Saturn finger is long. And when there's a big space, for example there, you can see when there's a big space between the length of the Saturn finger and the length of the Jupiter finger, for example, that means there is a predominance of the Saturn, which also we will discuss at some other time what that means. So that is the normal length of the Jupiter and on the Sun finger. Now we come to the thumb. Now the thumb finger is not really a finger. The thumb, the normal length of the thumb would be in the middle of the body phalange of the Jupiter finger. That is considered normal lengths. So if the thumb is longer than that, it's considered long thumb, and if it's shorter than that, it's considered short thumb, obviously. And we will also get into the meanings of that as well. So these are just the normal lengths of the fingers. Now the thumb can be long and short, the Jupiter can be long and short, the Sun can be long and short, the Saturn finger can be long. Don't usually see it short, and the Mercury finger can be long and short. So now we're in the next series of videos, we will get into what each one of those means. So this is Bharat again from Palmistry Unplugged. And as you can see on the screen, you can see my website if you're interested to have a reading, or if you'd like to download my book and follow along the course of work that I'm doing. Because I do want to get this out to the world. I want it to be there when I leave, because there is a body of knowledge that I have achieved in the last 30 years with palmistry, and I do want to share that with the world. Okay, so I'll see you next time. This is Bharat. So long for now.